There are 8,000 sports in the world, so we need at least one organizational government that regulates the sport, even if it's just a small club with a group of few people.
Imagine then how many sports organizations are competing to get the focus from us, the audience, while professional clubs are also working as big corporations. But what is common to almost all sport clubs or societies? Well, they are steering to generate money, some are trying to sell their homegrown youth athletes, and some are trying to get more from the membership fee so they can operate their function normally. Like you see, the most crucial part are the youth athletes, so no wonder there are a lot of new youth development programs implemented. Let us show an example from football organizations. Many European academies operate around 10 age groups. Many also operate pre-academies. What is an interesting fact is that Category 1 academies in England overall spend between 2.3 and 4.9 million pounds. The concern of not developing youths, UEFA has had proposed that by the 2008-2009 season, each club participating in UEFA competition should in their squad include 4 players from their own academy and 4 others from clubs of the same association. FA could be named as pioneer of structured approach of youth development. In 1997, the FA introduced the Football Education for Young Players, a charter for quality, which purpose was to provide a more structured approach to player development. Even if it wasn't explicitly documented, the charter was also a response to the increased inward migration of European players and to create more and better young homegrown players. Also, there was a similar quality model made in 2007 by the French Football Federation that was called Charte du Football Professionnel. The document is updated and released every season, with its purpose to regulate the academies of French professional football clubs. It defines requirements for the academies, including facility staff, players and efficacy criteria, which is a prelude to classification of clubs to the groups of different levels of quality and subsequently receive relative financial support from French Football Federation. The issue arose when talented young players progressed to professional level and could not perform on a level that was expected of them. Some researchers pointed out that certain local characteristics of practice may prevail. We have to consider that each local institution is likely to have their own specific cultural environment, and that's why that player should have appropriate and supportive environment. There are also researchers that indicate the importance of differences that point out organizational structures, working practices, and philosophy concerning elite youth player development. Also, it indicates the exploring of the later player development years, the harmony of the relationship between the youth and professional departments, and the interaction of the promotion to the professional environment and subsequent inclusion in the first squad. What do the professional literatures that study the missions of the studied clubs and their principles say about this? Players from 1999 on have been covered because at the time UEFA implemented that all teams performing under its auspices must have youth development plans. The real success is measured by the number of players who really add value to the first team. Ideology, offensive football, results without beauty are boring, and beauty without results is senseless. Young players don't overtrain themselves. 12-year-old boys only train 3 times a week and on weekends they play a match. Intention: train young players and adjust them to the first squad as soon as possible. Then transfer them for a big fee. Focused approach on efficient scouting, aiming to produce first-team players. Ensure a professional and ethical way of operating as an example of best practice. To be self-sufficient and generate profits. Older age groups have a special program designed with the government. Focus is on language, life skills, subjects related to sports science. Aim is for players to gain a proper education if they don't make it to the elite level of football. No talks with players' agent before the age of 15. Senior and youth teams play according to the same system, thus the transition becomes smoother. Important aspect of academy is treating all players with the same care and attention as it gives to the first team players. A lot of attention is given to teaching young players to both win and lose, and deal with challenging situations such as loss of form, confidence, and injury. Physical preparation is considered to be a matter of secondary importance. The most important is necessity of technique and development of the imagination of the young player. There is a belief that players will only succeed if sports training, education and strong family unit are a part of the players' lives. The club dedicates 20 to 25% of its overall budget to the running of the academy. The club demands the production of 3 players per year, from the academy to graduate into the senior side. Academic results are monitored and physical, medical and educational achievements are considered to be of key importance. Since 2002, more than 95 million euros were obtained with transfers of players. More than 100 players of their academy are playing professional football in Portugal and around Europe. Academia Sporting, resulting from FIFA Solidarity Mechanism. The Sporting Youth Academy holds naming rights. The 2 charts were made. First, for the analyzed clubs from the article with the players of years 1999 and above, while second chart shows all years. Interesting fact is that Barcelona accepted only 2 players to their first squad as regulars. One of those is Ansu Fati, which has enormous potential. How successful were clubs with involving youth homegrown players to the first team is shown with the next charts of next leagues. As we can see from the Premier League chart, club with the most homegrown players was Liverpool, with 16 players involved in the first squad, while Arsenal FC, with their strategy of producing first-team players, has been slowly increasing its first-team squad with homegrown players and were right behind the Liverpool. Interesting enough is that FC Bournemouth was the only club with a homegrown player in season 2015-2016 from the analyzed clubs. La Liga chart shows that FC Barcelona had the most involved players to their first squad in the season 2019-2020, while Barcelona didn't involve any players to their first squad between the seasons 2015-2016 and 2016-2017. Also, an interesting fact is that none of the analyzed clubs involved homegrown players in the season 2015-2016. In the Bundesliga, surprisingly Hertha took the first place with 11 players involved to the first team squad in season 2019-2020, and the Bayern just behind them with the 10 players involved in the same season. Chart can also be misleading because Borussia is known for involving young players to their first squad, but their strategy is focused more on scouting players abroad or from the other academies. The most outstanding club with involving homegrown players in Liga is FC Toulouse, which gave chance to 13 homegrown players. Right behind them is Olympique Marseille. As we can see, Liga started to focus more on involving homegrown players, especially in the last 2 seasons. As we can see from the results, teams that valued their academy programs tried and included as many youth players as they can from their academies or youth selections. It's interesting to see the result of Barcelona on the last place of promoting their youth players to the senior team if you look at the 1999 year players. But on the other hand, we should know that they do not directly promote their players from the youth selections, but the player has to go through the Barcelona B or C team first. Also, the results showed us that the most players are getting promoted in the French first division if you look all the analyzed leagues. And now the questions that maybe national associations should ask themselves. Is it important that national association should get involved into the youth developing by the clubs, and if that could bring them a bigger success at the national football level? Thank you for watching and think outside the field.
I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.